Hi, a couple weeks ago, I shared with you guys a story of one of our clients, Mo and Rachel, who bought a house here in Toronto this past September after, mortgage rates were higher and home prices were have dropped a bit. And we have been getting a lot of questions, but the questions are actually mostly, what about if I wait? What's the difference if I buy now or later? Later interest rates will most likely be much lower. So I prepared a little case study to go over to you and show the difference. Of course, every situation is different. You should talk to your mortgage broker, but let's just go over those numbers. So case study buy now or later based on the average DTA home price in March versus September 2022. I prepared this a couple days ago. And so I used the $1,087,000, which was the average price in September. The October numbers just came out yesterday. Not a big difference, it's $1,089,000. So same thing pretty much. We worked with a 5% down payment in both cases and a 30-year amortization. You see the total cost saved in principal, interest, and land transfer. It's $314,000. Let me go over the breakdown here for you. So you can see here, the two columns, September versus March, and you can see the down payment savings obviously on a much lower cost here. It's at $10,657 lower. Land transfer also much lower at $8,524 lower, which brings your total mortgage balance of $1,032,000 compared to $1.234 if you were to purchase in March. Then let's go over the cost of mortgage, and that's what everybody wants to know. The interest rates here at a much higher interest rate. So 5.25% in September at a lower purchase price. You have a total interest cost of $105,000 versus $78,000 in March at a lower interest rate with a higher purchase price. You can see actually the monthly payment is not a huge difference. And the reason for that, out of this amount here, the difference is in a higher rate. You have more going towards interest and less going towards principal. So your remaining mortgage balance after 2 years would be just over $1 million. Versus if you were purchased in March at a higher price would be 1,184. Assuming that this recession will last about 2 years and rates will go down after that, we worked with a very reasonable 4% after 2 years here in both cases to see what the difference would be. And you can see the monthly payment would be about $898 different. And your total interest and cost and a 28-year term would be a difference of just shy of $120,000. So let's go over the total savings here. Total purchase price savings from September 2022 purchase versus March 2022 purchase. There is a difference, obviously, in price of $213,000 at a lower price. And then the total interest savings on September 2022 purchase versus March, it is $92,000. And this number would be the difference between your total interest cost on a 28 term after the interest rates go down and the first 2 years that you pay at a higher interest, those two numbers here. And then, of course, the difference in land transfer tax that you saved when you first purchased the property, buying at a lower price in September, it is over $8,500, which brings you total savings for your overall 30-year mortgage of $313,923. So obviously, it's quite a difference. So as I mentioned, it's all about perspective. Yes, you're paying a higher interest rate on the first, hopefully 2 years. But overall, as we always say, real estate, it is not a sprint. It's a marathon, and obviously pays off in the long run. If you have any specific cases that you want us to take a look for you, please give us a call. We always have great mortgage brokers to recommend. Those guys can come up with a plan for you that works for your specific situation. Take care.